SubAgents are here, and Claude Code just changed how we think about dev workflows. I've spent over 100 hours using them across real projects, enough to see where they shine and where they fall short. This video isn't about setup, it's all about results. I'm going to walk you through 7 practical lessons from real-world use. What worked, what didn't, and few things that genuinely surprised me. So, are Claude Code Sub Agents worth the hype? Let's break it down. The most common use case is simple. Break Claude into specialists. You create a front-end dev agent, a test writer, a security checker. Each one has its own job description, tools, and behavioral prompt. When I tried this, something surprising happened. Claude became faster, clearer, and more helpful, especially when it wasn't juggling all my tools at once. At first, I gave Claude everything. Test runners, shell access, and database tools, all at once. It got slow, mixed up things, and gave me answers that didn't make sense. But with SubAgents, each role only loads what it needs. Lesson 1. Scoped tool access improve focus and performance. And there's another reason why this works so well. Each SubAgent runs in its own context, so your test agent doesn't see the UI code. Each one operates in its own clean space like a sandbox. Lesson number 2, context isolation is the hidden gem of SubAgents. Once I had a solid agent setup, I wondered, could I use this across projects? Turns out, the answer is yes. SubAgents are saved as markdown files, either globally or per project. I reuse the same agent config across multiple repos. Lesson number 3 is if the agent works, reuse it. Now, making your first agent might seem complicated. Which tools do you enable? What permissions does it need? Here's what I do. I use the agent command in Claude Code. It walks you through the setup, but here's the trick. Ask Claude Code which tools to include. I write a prompt like this: what MCPs are useful for performance testing agent? Or which tools are relevant for backend debugging? Claude responds with a solid, focused list, and I plug those into the wizard. Lesson number 4. Use the CLI to create agents, and let Claude help you pick tools that actually match the role. I'll admit, after a few successful agents, I got carried away. I created too many agents. That's when the chaos started. Some agents conflict each other, others triggered at the wrong time, and my token usage spiked. It was like a band where everyone plays at once, but no one skips the beat. Lesson number 5. More agents doesn't mean better results. Stick to a few well-defined roles, only expand when needed. Let's talk about more advanced use case and versioning. The idea comes from a safety-critical systems. You run the same task multiple times using different approaches and compare the results. In Claude Code, that means triggering multiple SubAgents to solve the same problem, but each from a different perspective. I used it for testing a new feature. One agent wrote edge case tests, another mimicked user behavior. A third tried to break the app intentionally. I ran them all in parallel and I got 3 distinct results. Combining them gave me better coverage than anything I've couldn't written manually. But here's the trick. You cannot just copy-paste the same agent 3 times. You have to define each one differently. Agent number 1, you are paranoid about security. Agent number 2, you simulate an average user. Lesson 6, and versioning works if each agent has its unique mindset. Now let me tell you about the setup that should have worked but didn't. I wanted to automate quality control by running SubAgent on every commit. Just like CodeRabbit if you are familiar with this tool. The idea was to catch bug early. Every time I commit code, it runs through Claude Code and a bug detector agent gives feedback. It technically worked, but I got exhausted fast. Every change triggered a lot of alerts. This endpoint could trigger a DDoS, possible injection in the stream param, deprecated import used here. Even when the warnings were valid, it completely disrupted the main conversation. That's when it hit me. Lesson number 7. SubAgents should not run automatically without purpose. Trigger them after a PR or during the CI or on major refactors, but not every commit. SubAgents are great feature if you use them wisely. But since each agent has its own context, it ends up using a lot more tokens. If you want to learn how to optimize your token usage, you must watch this video.